Thanks for joining me once again for Inside Athletics, brought to you by the IAAF. I'm your host, Atto Bolden. And as you can see, I'm in Tracktown, USA, Eugene, Oregon, in the United States. While I was here, though, I got a chance to talk to one of the greatest sprinters to ever walk the face of the earth. She's Jamaica's Veronica Campbell-Brown. It's my pleasure to welcome 18-time world and Olympic medalist Veronica Campbell-Brown of Jamaica to Inside Athletics. Veronica, tell me first, how has your 2013 season been?
So far, I am quite pleased with the way my 2013 season is going. I think I am right where I want to be, and the objective now is just to continue working hard and make sure I fine-tune all the areas that I need to fine-tune as I prepare for the trials in next month.
I was in Kingston beginning of last month and watched you run the women's 100-meter dash there. And in the first 20, it almost looked to me like you were 5 meters behind. Even though you have now crossed 30 years of age, and some sprinters, you know, we look for signs of decline, it seems like when you want it, that finish that you're known for is always there. Is that something you've always had?
Yeah, I do believe so. I think it is genetics.
Yeah.
I think I'm just blessed with very good finish. And I've been working at my start all my career, and sometimes I hit it, sometimes I don't. So I'm a little bit inconsistent with the start, but I'm working towards perfecting it, and I really believe that one day I will get it. I will hit I will hit it when it's right.
I always use your career as an example of somebody who was a prodigy, who had great junior success, and yet was able to have a phenomenal senior career. What do you think you attribute that to?
I think from a very early age, I realized that I was blessed with the gift of speed, and I wanted to pursue athletics as a career. And I was raised in a home where Christianity was the backbone, and so my mother taught me the value of faith. And throughout my career, I make sure that my faith remains a very big part of my career. And so whenever I have difficulties or disappointments, it's not always easy for me to get over it quickly, because I'm always positive and just believe in faith, and I really believe that I have a purpose to fulfill, and I was born to run, and I have to make sure that I maximize my potential. And I really believe that I still have a lot to offer. I still have a lot of unfinished business, so to speak, to accomplish in my career. And so those are some of the things that keep me going.
Now, track and field fans have been complaining for a couple years. They say, you know, when you look at the women, especially in the 100-meter dash, you guys line up, it seems like every week we get a great matchup. You know, today we had yourself versus Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and you know, everybody came out to compete. And yet we look on the men's side, and the men almost never run against each other. What is it on the women's side where you guys just go, you know what, I don't care who's in the race, let's line up?
I think we like to race each other because that definitely brings out the best in us.
Yeah.
We're not afraid of the competition, because we'll have to line up at the championship. Might as well you start lining up early, so by the time you get to the championship, you're ready to go.
That's right.
So we find it very fun, and that's what the fans want. The fans want really good competition, and our job is to entertain them. And so that's why we're not afraid to line up, because we want to give the fans a very good race every time we touch a track.
Yeah. The Jamaican success has been very well chronicled. A lot of people look to you as one of the people who, you know, certainly along with Asafa Powell, you know, in the earlier 2000s, before Beijing and that explosion, who were largely, you know, at the forefront of that Jamaican renaissance of sprinting. Yeah. Is there any point at which you look at the success of your countrymen and countrywomen and go, you know what, I thought that we could do it, but this is even way beyond my expectations? I
am very pleased with the way Jamaicans has been competing, and we have a very rich history in sprints, dating from Merlin Ottey and Donald Quarry, and all those great guys that's gone before us, and I think they set the bar for us. And so people like me, Asafa, Usain, Shelly-Ann, and all the other great athletes that Jamaica have, we have to make sure that we keep that tradition, and also make sure that the younger generations coming up, they can look to us as they continue the tradition. So I'm very blessed to be part of such a great sprint history. You've
had an amazing career, Olympic gold medal twice in the 200 and world 100-meter champion. Do you feel though that if you get to Rio in 2016 and you get to that 100-meter Olympic final, that's the one thing missing from your resume. You feel like your experience can carry you to that gold medal?
I do hope that my experience over the years will be able to help me land that last piece of puzzle, so to speak.
Yeah.
I really don't want to leave the sport and look back and I do not have a 100-meter gold, because you know how life is, and a lot of people will be talking about
They'll
that.
say that's the one thing she didn't do.
Right. So I'm hoping that it is God's will, and I will be able to make it to Rio 2016, and hopefully I can get that gold medal if it is part of my destiny. So we'll just have to see.
As a broadcaster, I'm supposed to remain very, very neutral. But I think maybe because I have followed you since you were a junior and seen how well you have competed, and you've always remained so humble. You are absolutely, I know, not just mine, but you have, I hear all the time how much track and field fans around the world love not just your personality, but to watch you compete. So I thank you for joining me on Inside Athletics. Wish you all the best for this year and beyond.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Our thanks to VCB for her time. Now her next race is to try to qualify at the Jamaican National Championships at 100 meters to make that Jamaican team headed to the World Championships. Remember, she's already the 200-meter world champion from back in 2011, and as such, she'll have a lane at 200 meters at the World Championships. We certainly wish her the best in that endeavor. So if you'd like to reach us on Twitter, we are at InsideATH, on Facebook at facebook.com/World Athletics Club, and you can always reach us via email, insideathletics@iaaf.org. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time on Inside Athletics.